Okay, class, so for your assignment, instead of doing architecture, we're going to be doing recipes, just to change it up a bit. So we're focusing on denotative and connotative typography, both functional and expressive, and we want to make sure we are able to capture the ability to make typography controlled with meaning. So for your directions for your assignment is I want you to pick a recipe of your choice. Could be anything, an appetizer, drink, entree, dessert, whatever. I want you to provide an image board on an 8.5 by 11, so just one image of your recipe, just so we know what it is that you're creating and what kind of recipe you're pertaining to. So it could be barbecue, Asian fusion, spicy Mexican, spicy Indian, old-fashioned drinks, rustic, sweet, savory, your choice. What I would like to see are 4 ideas sketched for your denotative recipe card on an 8.5 by 11. I also want to see 4 different ideas sketched for your connotative recipe card. And I will show you examples of what I mean. And here are some suggestions of recipes in case you're not really thinking of any off the top of your head. I created a small list for you for appetizers, drinks, entrees, and dessert. And the due date for this is October 10th, which is next Saturday. I'm going to be asking you for an image of your recipe, so it could be a series of images or it could be one image. And denotative sketches, so this is an 8.5 by 11, and just one sketch here and here and here. Same for your connotative as well. I'll include some images to explain. So this is my example. Let's say I'm doing Middle Eastern cuisine. Okay, so I just have one image. It's a spread of a tablescape which has a variety of different dishes, which pretty much tells you that I'm going to be focusing on Middle Eastern cuisine. Moving on to your sketches, here it's again an 8.5 by 11. I'd like to see a sketch, 1 sketch, 2, 3, and 4 of denotative sketches of your recipe. I'd also like to see 4 sketches on a sheet for your connotative, and it could be on any kind of recipe that you wish to convey, but let's try to make sure what we convey in our sketches makes sense. So if we're doing something like, say, something with habanero sauce, so there's a certain kind of spice to our recipe. Let's see what that looks like in type, like expressive type. Really try to push the emotional side of the type. And let's then see what it looks like in denotative form. So try to balance it out between the two, where you have the expressive meaning and the functional typographic structure of your layout. So this is going to be your assignment right here. We are going to be using one image so we know what we're referring to, and 4 sketches for denotative and 4 sketches for connotative. Hope that all makes sense. Email me if you have any questions.